market, everybody be doing it. They're not rich, and you know there's a reason why. I'm telling you, the stock market has changed my life, and I've learned some really simple techniques that can help you become consistently profitable. I'm Jeff Bishop. I'm the co-founder. Today's movie is a special request from Patreon supporter Chris Dolan, who asked me to review the movie Carnosaur 3: Primal Species. Boy, good thing I did the first two Carnosaur movies before doing this one. Otherwise, I'd have no idea what the hell was going on. I mean, that'd be like watching Halloween 3 without seeing the first two. And by that, I mean the first two Carnosaur movies, because Halloween 3 has about as much to do with them as this movie does. Underperformed at the box office. There's always the direct-to-video market, so screw it. Might as well crank another one of these movies out. After all, gotta keep up with those Children of the Corn kids. Carnosaur 3: Primal Species is the third entry in Roger Corman's Carnosaur series. Kind of. The movie was originally not going to be part of the Carnosaur series and was simply going to be titled Primal Species, and in some parts of the world that's what it's known as well as Dinosaur Crisis? No, the second movie was the one that was like Dino Crisis. However, partway through, Roger Corman figured, hey, it's got dinosaurs in it, might as well slap the Carnosaur name on there. Who cares if it doesn't really have anything to do with the other movies? Come to think of it, the second movie didn't really have anything to do with the first one either. I didn't have to do these movies in order at all. Oh well, made it this far, might as well see the series through. So to recap the second movie, even though its plot was basically a copy of James Cameron's Aliens just with dinosaurs, I actually found it to be more entertaining than the first one. So, does this trend continue with the third Carnosaur movie? No. Roger Corman presents. He had some leftover dinosaur puppets, so fuck it. Might as well see if we can make some more money. I will say this, at least the series fonts have continuously gotten better with each new entry, so nice to know where Corman's priorities were. And if you can't afford to get Industrial Light and Magic to do your effects, just hire a company with two similar sounding words. These soldiers are really going to be surprised when they find out they're not in an Italian zombie movie, although they might have other stuff to worry about. You know you have a small dick when you can be directly facing the camera and I don't have to black box it. Oh shit, the dinosaurs are packing heat. No, wait, guess it was just these guys. If the second Carnosaur was the closest we'll ever get to a Dino Crisis movie, then I think this one's starting to look like a Counter-Strike adaptation. Terrorists win. And now some soldiers are trying to rescue hostages from an oil rig, I guess? Did I put in the right Roger Corman movie? Does any of these have to do with dinosaurs? Oh, well, here's one connection to the previous movies. It's got Monk from Carnosaur 2 in it, so I guess he must have survived that explosion. Hey, if all the chlamydia and cocaine in his body wasn't enough to kill him, nothing can. And here's a twist. Turns out the terrorists are fake, and this is all just an exercise. But fake Albert Wesker here is a real terrorist? I guess? We're not even 10 minutes in, and I'm already confused. Anyway, the Colonel doesn't seem too impressed with his men's performance.
Paul Jack! Sir! You some kind of donkey?
Sir! Just my dick, sir!
Are you some kind of dumbass donkey?
No, sir, but actually, donkeys really aren't that dumb. They're pretty intelligent creatures. All you have to do is, take a look at their ears, sir.
Nah, I think my dick joke was better. The troops get summoned back to base. The Colonel's not done berating people just yet.
Now I can bite you for that haircut, son.
Hey, come on, it's the 90s. The Rachel was a very popular look back then. Looks like the terrorists from earlier have managed to steal themselves a truck full of Commodore 64s and prime McDonald's hamburger meat. Surprise, it's made out of dinosaurs.
Oh, damn it, no! No!
Oh no, I'm in a Carnosaur movie!
Calls. I asked for uranium and you give me fucking reptiles?
I gotta say, this guy really doesn't seem surprised that there's dinosaurs in there. Oh man, I wanted uranium and instead all I got were monsters that have been extinct for millions of years? That is so disappointing and in no way amazing at all. dinosaurs messed with the editing filters. Oh, and Michael McDonald from Mad TV has a small role in this, just like he did in the last Carnosaur movie, so connection? Why do I get the feeling that during the rap party for the previous movie, Roger Corman wrote another script and was like, wait, I know how we can squeeze out another movie. Keep your weekend open, everybody. That helps to explain some of these lines.
Holy shit. Look at this. Actually, a driver's ed.
The fuck were your driver's ed classes like? And see if you can guess what happens to these guys. That's right, they get choppy edited to death. The Special Forces team from earlier gets called in to investigate the warehouse. Hopefully this goes smoother than that repair job Monk was on last year. I think I'm starting to figure out why this movie was made. Corman discovered he rented a warehouse and was like, well shit, I gotta do something with it.
That's something like this, sir. Looks like a serial killer used with an axe.
This reminds me of Junior Prom. That doesn't make any sense, sir. Hey, makes about as much sense as that driver's ed comment earlier. Here's another connection this movie has with the previous Carnosaur. It's also trying to be like aliens. I'm not too sure about this Special Forces team's training.
Nice shooting, Tex. You just shot yourself a dead man.
Yeah, but I shot the shit out of him, didn't I?
Yeah, but I shot the shit out of you.
Hey, I'll supply the stupid lines, okay, pal? Given that this movie reuses the dinosaurs they made for the previous entries, it figures that most of the movie's budget went towards cardboard boxes. Also, looks like in the time between movies, the Raptors have been keeping their pimp hands stronger than ever. Well, the Special Forces guys don't seem to be having much luck. I think it's about time we had a scientist type to fill us in on what's going on.
Carnosaurs? What the hell are you talking about?
Look, Roger Corman wanted to cash in on Jurassic Park. That's basically all you need to know.
These creatures are extremely dangerous. They'd be unstoppable if they were released in the general civilian population.
Yeah, unless you shoot them. That'd probably stop them. And I might have jumped the gun by saying that this has no connection to the other movies.
The Carnosaur Project was created several years ago by a brilliant controllable geneticist.
See, we kinda sorta referenced the first movie. That means we can call this a sequel. The Army's informed that they're to try and capture the dinosaurs alive. That way Corman can keep using them in more movies.
Within their regenerative DNA structure lie the answers to curing major diseases.
We might even be able to cure that disease that causes women to give birth to dinosaurs that nobody seems to remember. But please, Doc, tell us about the dinosaurs.
There are two males, Velociraptors, and one female, Tyrannosaurus rex. The Velociraptor can grow to 7 feet.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, Doc. Okay, that's probably enough info. Besides, I don't think these guys are paying attention anyway.
I can't believe we're hunting dinosaurs.
Great. This movie's gone from Counter-Strike to Monk Dinosaur Hunter. Damn, in this big, wide-open warehouse, gigantic dinosaurs could be hiding anywhere. Oh, there they are. They were hiding in more choppy editing. I'm starting to think these guys might need a little help.
What's going on, sir?
We had Army and Special Forces uniforms and decided to use them both. Look, it's nice that they sent in some reinforcements to help you out, but you're looking for dinosaurs in a warehouse. How are you having so much trouble finding and shooting these things? They may be on an urgent mission to find deadly killing machines, but that doesn't mean they can't take several minutes to reenact a scene from over the top. Looks like you lose, knockoff Michelle Rodriguez.
Well, what do you know? I guess I'm just the pussy after all.
Well, you just lost to a guy with a Jerry curl mullet, so yeah, it kind of...
Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything. Like pizza. Your coworker's lunch.
Kinda does. Alright, look alive, people. We got a lot of screen time to kill if we want to get this thing to feature length, so try and look busy. So, how are we going to capture these things?
Hull check will fire 200 cc's of activate into the creature's hindquarters.
Hull check?
Jinx. They plan to capture the raptors by luring them with a dangling piece of meat and then dropping a net on them. Seems like a pretty good plan. It was either that or set up a sign that said free birdseed and dropping an anvil on them.
Reciting date.
Really? You sure this doesn't remind you of driver's ed for some stupid reason? Even if they manage to get the raptors, is the T-Rex hiding in a mouse hole or something? How in the hell do they not know where that is? Well, there's one raptor. Where's the other one? I would say this raptor outsmarted him, but it's less because she's a clever girl and more because these guys are a bunch of fucking idiots. just about to kill Monk. Or whoever that guy's supposed to be in this movie. Well, the net trap didn't work. Looks like you'll have to try plan B. Look around the warehouse. But hey, at least you managed to kill one of them.
Amazing. You know how if you cut off a lizard's tail and grow back eventually?
Yeah.
Well, that's what's happening with these damaged cells. They're repairing themselves at an incredibly accelerated rate.
Wait, so the dinosaurs are healing themselves? Damn, I knew they shouldn't have mixed some Wolverine DNA in there. And that's not the only bad news.
And there's something else. There's strong evidence to suggest that the T-Rex has become breeding.
Okay, I highly doubt that. There is no way they had enough money to build another one. And didn't you just say that the raptor was healing itself? And forget the healing factor. The dinosaur's real secret weapon is the editor hates the soldiers and the audience. You know, Doc, I've given it some thought, and I think we should strongly reconsider trying to capture these things alive. Oh, and the dinosaurs have apparently moved from the warehouse to a boat. I know this because they show an establishing shot of a boat, and the characters say that's where they are now. One of the benefits of wasting a bunch of screen time showing the characters dicking around and not really doing anything is you get to just skip over scenes later in the movie. Alright, remember, if anybody asks us what we're doing, we're inspecting the ship for drugs and the cameras are for the news. That ought to buy us enough time to finish filming before they catch on.
Any idea as to where they may be hiding out?
Okay, you're looking for a T-Rex, not a drop contact lens. It really shouldn't be that hard to find. Jeez, Indiana Jones 5 is even dumber than I thought it would be. Remember, if you don't find the dinosaurs right away, you can always kill more time by arm wrestling again.
Rant? Remember, the raptors are sensitive to any movement.
Wait. Maybe that's the T-Rex. I might be getting my Jurassic Park rules mixed up here. And again, no matter how important this mission is, there's always room for shenanigans.
That smells good.
Whoa, smells like driver's ed. We're still going with that joke, huh? Looks like they still haven't found the dinosaurs. Quick, try checking under the rugs. Maybe they're hiding there. Oh, never mind. There they are.
Johnson, what's up, Rant? Pull your team out of there. Get out of there now.
No, don't leave the dinosaurs. Otherwise, it's going to take them 2 days to find them again. If they keep running around this place long enough, eventually they'll run into the cast of Gunhead. That is, if the killer editor doesn't get them first.
Johnson.
Damn, Johnson had just 2 days to finish filming his role in another Roger Corman movie. In addition to killing people, the Raptors also disabled the elevator. Now these guys are going to have to take the stairs.
The hold, sir. Looks like you're gonna have to get creative.
Funny. I think that's what Roger Corman said to the director after he asked how he was supposed to make a movie with 2 dinosaur puppets in a warehouse. And where the hell has the T-Rex been this whole time?
They're eggs.
Oh no, now that thing who's trying to kill you still wants to kill you. But on the bright side, at least it kills Monk. Oh man, I can't believe I made it through driver's ed just to die like this. Considering you're down to your last soldiers, you might want to consider a new plan.
We have enough C4 to ignite the ship's fuel supply. No detonator. Plant the C4 in the right places. Time the charges for a delayed sequence.
And when help arrives, we blow the whole place.
Okay, but just remember we couldn't afford a forklift this time, so you won't be able to kill the T-Rex that way. They begin planning the charges, but they get interrupted when they find out there's a Food of the Gods movie also being shot here.
War frats. At this point, sure as hell would rather be fighting these little critters.
Oh yeah? You sure about that? Considering how easily the dinosaurs in this movie are able to sneak up on people, I'm beginning to think they took stealth lessons from the T-Rex in The Last Dinosaur. That and the editor of this movie still really wants these people to die. At first the characters had trouble finding the dinosaurs, now they can't seem to avoid them.
T-Rex is here.
No matter how we lift that thing up 2 levels.
Man, these guys have really got to stop going in rooms big enough for the T-Rex to fit in. And listen, we managed to squeeze 3 movies out of this mechanical T-Rex. I say it's about time we blew it up. Alright, the charges are armed, now let's blow this thing and finish the movie. That way we can still hit up some bars before they close.
vacation for a few weeks.
Wow, I haven't been this happy since driver's ed. Okay, can somebody please explain that to me? I still don't get it. Well, looks like they got all the dinosaurs. Wait a second. Aren't there 2 more unofficial sequels? I didn't know what that guy was so scared of. It's not like this ending is ever going to be followed up on. So that's Carnosaur 3, Carnosaur with a Vengeance. After watching this one, I think I owe the first 2 movies an apology. In my previous videos, I was surprised to learn the first 2 Carnosaur movies even got theatrical releases since they felt so much like direct-to-video movies. But compared to this one, yeah, they do seem like theatrical releases. While the first 2 movies may have just been made to cash in on Jurassic Park, they at least seemed like the filmmakers had some idea of what they were supposed to be doing going in. Carnosaur 3 feels like it was thrown together over a weekend using leftovers, which is probably not too far off from what it is. Not to mention that if you take out all the numerous time-killing filler scenes, the movie's plot probably could have been wrapped up in about half an hour. But hey, at least the movie assures us that no dinosaurs were harmed during filming, although I kinda doubt that claim. While this was the last movie to use the Carnosaur name, there were 2 more unofficial sequels with Raptor and the Eden formula. Movies who are only connected because they use stock footage and effects from Carnosaur, which I guess means they have as much connection with the Carnosaur series as those movies do with each other. So with that in mind, am I going to continue on with this series by doing those movies next? Hell no, I did the 3 main movies despite them barely having anything to do with each other. I think I have more than paid for Roger Corman dinosaur movie dues here. Well, that's all for now. Until next time. Thought Roger Corman was done making dinosaur movies after the first Carnosaur? He knows a franchise when he sees one. After all, he made 3 Sharktopus movies. And just like he made sure the first Carnosaur was released before Jurassic Park, Corman managed to pump out a sequel 2 whole years before Jurassic Park got one, which means this movie isn't a knockoff of The Lost World. Instead, it's something else. So after the first Carnosaur was a success at the box office, relatively speaking, it was only natural that it would get a sequel. After all, if they can make 16 witchcraft movies and counting, then I say there can be more than one Carnosaur movie. So in 1995, we got Carnosaur 2, Carnosaur. Now unlike the first Carnosaur, this one didn't get a thumbs up from Gene Siskel. But the cover does have this quote on it: "Put aliens and Jurassic Park in a blender and Carnosaur 2 is what you get."